How do we start a YouTube intro? Go for it. Unkhead! Hello, YouTube, and welcome. Today, I am going to be seeing how unk I am. Editor, cut this out. Don't talk about how great that intro was. I am my own editor, so this gets funnier. Boop. Oh, look at that! The double's gone away! Oh, what? You guys are sad that I took the double draw away? If you behave, I'll bring him back. Let me take a quick swig of my water here. Ah, yeah. So if you guys don't know what the unk test is, it's to see how old I am. Just so you guys know, I'm almost 30. I grew up in the 90s and early 2000s. To me, whenever anyone says that they were born in the 2000s, y'all are kids to me. And then people turn to me and go, oh, you were born in the 1900s. And then I feel freaking old. Nah, man, you can't be saying that to me. Old head, oh my God. Okay, get out. Behave. I told you to behave. You're already misbehaving. All right, let's actually get into this. I am very chronically online, so we'll have to see how well I do. I have asked someone what unk means. Thankfully, no. I figured out what unk means very quickly. I have asked with a straight face what 6'7" means. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I still don't understand what 6'7" means. I just honestly don't care. I just go, okay, you go on, be about yourself. I've used on fleek in the last 12 months. Who says on fleek anymore? That's way too old for me, like 80s. Yeah, I think on fleek is more 80s. No, the fact that we know it's the 80s is even worse, my guy. I have said kids these days out loud and meant it. Okay, hold on. Shut up. I have done this. I think bet means a wager. Isn't that what it means? Oh no. Oh no. Because I have always used it and my fan group has always used it as, oh, you're gonna do this thing? All right, bet. Right? It's not a wager? Bro, we're not even into the social media part of this. Oh my gosh. Let's just admit it. Me and chat are unks. We're cross-referencing to figure out if bet means a wager. I've called something cool beans this year. God damn it, I do. I've used YOLO in a real conversation. Okay, does that mean this year or ever? If so, ever? Like, yeah, back when YOLO was a thing, a lot of people used that terminology. So I'm just gonna click that. I don't understand any current trends and have stopped trying. Okay, trends are very hard as a content creator to do, and you have to keep up on them so much. But I think that there's so many trends that are constantly happening that I just don't care anymore. I don't care about jumping on trends anymore. There's some like animation trends I might like later on. I just don't have the time to make them. That's the one problem. I post long captions stacked with hashtags. How long we talking? Like we talking paragraph? We talk. Man, I'm autistic. I need to take an autistic test at this point. Maybe another stream will do that. We'll do that. Damn. I share minion memes. I actually hate the minions, so no. You hate minions? Yeah, I do. Look, just because my husband is yellow doesn't mean I like the minions. They're annoying little creatures, okay? I already have to put up with annoying little creatures. You all! I don't need another one. Your husband is yellow? Yeah, he wears yellow. This mug is his. He made it yellow for me. They couldn't decide between a yellow mug or a blue mug, so they decided on getting me a yellow mug and putting #1 dad on it. He's such a loving husband. Maybe one day I know, he's such a great husband. I mean, he had to carry Fred for 9 months, so, you know, Fred was a happy little accident, but we love him. We're now making sure to never make another one. I use LinkedIn for personal life Who uses LinkedIn for personal life updates?
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
I reply okay with period and don't. Wait, is that an issue? I just say okay because like I want people to know that I saw it. I use full punctuation account. I don't do it in every text, but I do it often enough. I'm a writer. I am a writer. I cannot functionally not do it. My main reaction. I hate it here. I write lol, but I'm not. I do that. I do that. I do that. I do that a lot. You guys don't understand how much I do that. Why do I check all of these? Oh my god. Oh my, wait, really? I email files to myself to move them between devices. Okay, I do this, but I now also use Discord to do it too. I keep all my... I do that because I forget my passwords. You don't want to know how often I forget them. I just have a very forgetful mind. I've always had that. I type with 2 fingers and look at the keys. Well, I don't really look at the keys though. I do type with 2 fingers, but I don't look at the keys. I look at what I'm typing. I'm gonna keep it off because I don't look at the keys because I don't do the second part. I refuse to scan a QR code for menus on principle. I don't like to scan them because they could lead you to a hack website. Like, it's a safety thing. My phone brightens itself, set to 100% at all times. No, ew, who does this? I have 47 tabs open and refuse to close any. I can show you right now. I do not have those tabs. Okay, we're on to fashion. I still wear skinny jeans and don't see an issue. Actually, I've never been able to fit into skinny jeans. My thighs were too big. I had thicky thighs. I still have thicky thighs.
Damn, boy, he's thick!
I show up business casual to casual events. It depends on the event. I will say this much, I'm not showing up in PJs. Okay, I'm also not showing up like as if I'm going to the club. I have a fanny pack and use it sincere. Okay, I don't have one, but I do want to get one because sometimes some of the shorts or skirts that I wear don't have pockets and I walk my dog, and a fanny pack or like a little satchel that I have works beautifully. So I might not have one, but I do want to get one. So I will mark this because I will use that. Oh no, my music taste. I complained that music was better before. I think that there's some really good music now and there's some really good music back then too. Like, I agree that, you know, some music was better back then, but music evolves like everything else. I rewatched the same 3 movies on rotation. I do have a wide collection of different movies that I watch, but I wouldn't say 3. I have maybe like 10. But now I'm going back and rewatching some older animes. So I finished rewatching Princess Tutu, which actually made me cry when I finished it because I keep forgetting how the ending is and it makes me so sad. That's what I do. I go back and I rewatch like series mainly. I fall asleep to true crime documentaries. I used to do that. I don't do it anymore. I never finished a single... I literally just told you guys how I finished an anime, so I finished plenty of animes. I bring earplugs to concerts. Okay, I do bring earplugs to concerts. 1, because I don't want to lose my hearing. And the other thing is, when something is too loud, I get overstimulated really easily. Oh no, daily life. I have strong, unprompted opinions about Costco. What do you mean, strong, unprompted opinions? Like, I just think Costco is good. That's it. I save good cardboard boxes just in case. I throw them out. Unless a friend of mine is moving, then I'll save them for them. That's it. I'm in bed before 10 p.m. by choice. I usually am in bed around 10:30. But do I though? No. I complain about my back at least. Okay. I complain about my back because I'm hunched over all the time doing artwork. Also, I have 2 big bazongas. honker donkers that weigh me down to such an extreme degree that literally if I took them off, I would probably lose 40 pounds. Yes, I complain about my back once a day. Here we go, the school and work stuff. I say let's circle back in actual meetings. This is my job. I go to meetings with myself, but I don't do the circle back. No. I just say, no, we will put a pin in this and we will forget it later. That's what I say. Oh, I'm visibly proud of, God damn it. No, I gotta do my spreadsheets for managing my budgets and my buckets and all my money. I gotta do all that stuff, man. Let me do that. I should not be called an unk for my spreadsheets, okay? This is just a great way to organize. I have a distinct work voice. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I do. When streaming and stuff, I have a much more distinct voice compared to when I'm recording. You'll notice that my voice is a lot more calmer, whereas like I have more energy on streams. This is how I normally talk, but a lot of streamers do that. Social energy. This is where I'm probably gonna get called unk. I leave every function before midnight. I do. I don't want to be driving home late at night. The other thing is, I'm done with people by 10. I feel relieved when plans get canceled. God damn it, I do. I avoid clubs at all costs. I am not a person to avoid clubs. I wouldn't mind going to a club, but no one invites me. I think it's because I leave too early, that's why. But the other thing is, I know I'm gonna get designated driver. Fun fact about me, I am almost 30 and I hate alcohol.
You need to leave.
I think it's due to your partner, methinks. It's not because of my partner. It is just, I'm not invited to clubs. There are some bars I want to go to that are really fun, but we don't really go out to bars either. Because again, a lot of us don't really drink a lot. I prefer dinner reservations to bars. I do because food and drinks. Come on, man. I refuse standing room only events on principle. So I cannot stand for a very long time. We cannot just be in standing room only places. We have to sit down. But also, my knees are starting to give out, man. I'm getting that old. The knees are bothering me. I asked what time will this end before agreeing to plans. Okay, I do because I want to tell my mother when I'll be home by. Like, duh, because she worries about me. I don't want her to worry. I want to know exactly who else will be there first. I don't really care about who will be there unless I have beef with somebody, but mostly I don't really care. I knew that a lot of the social energy one was gonna be definitely filled up. Let me reorient myself. Oh, there's double draws again. There you go. I know her good behavior would be rewarded. I had to do this because I had to fix him. Now he's gone. Goodbye. Already, I feel very old from all of this. So, time for final boss behavior. I have said back in my day in earnest. I give unsolicited advice at every opportunity. I never really try to do that. Unless someone comes up here and tells me, nah, you do that. I'll be like, okay, well, apparently I don't know myself. I've said, you'll understand when you're older. Okay, I have told this, but like they were kids. They were like actual kids. And the topics that we were talking about was like adult topics. And it's like, you'll understand when you get older because it's like, they were literally topics that should not be like explained to children. I tell stories that take 20 plus minutes to land. You guys have seen my stuff and how I talk, but that's just because I fumble over my words a lot, okay? There's a lot of extra context that I need to talk about before I get there, man. Like, there's context. I thought there would be so much more checked off. I'm surprised that social media only has one. The slang one, though, definitely has a lot more, because that's like speech stuff that I talk about a lot. Okay, so with all of this combined, what is my score? Soft unk? Well, you know what? At least I'm not fully unk. You scored 73! Unk behaviors are leaking through. The youth notice. They just don't say anything. Nah. They say they do. I know they do. You want to know how I know? They call me Granny Art. They call me Grandpa Art. I guess we could call myself Unk Art. You're soft. I am very soft. There's other ways that I'm soft, but we don't have to talk about that right now. Ooh, not today. Yeah, not today. Not on this site.
That's what she said.
This was really fun to do. Thank you guys for being here and entertaining me with this. If you want to see more of this crazy content of mine, you can continue following here. Leave a like, a subscribe, or a comment. Or you can go down in the description below and you can see a link to our VODs channel that has all the archived VODs for the past 4 years from us. Or go and look at all of my other socials that I have crazy stuff going on with, along with art and other things. And as I always say, may the stars guide you. Until next time, everybody. God, yeah.